McLaren has simply made a surprising choice. Approximately Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, it is set to shake up the entire 2025 season. Crew orders privileges, it is all converting, and the stakes have by no means been better. Before we jump into the entire tale, make sure to hit that like button, enroll in the channel, and live with us until the end so you don't omit a single twist. Let's dive right in. McLaren's announcement of a prime reset to their group orders policy for the 2025 season has sent surprise waves via the phone world. After a especially arguable 2024 marketing campaign, wherein inner dynamics have been as a lot of a story as their combat against Red Bull, the crew is making ambitious modifications to ensure both Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have identical opportunities to chase championship glory. The reset indicates the end of Lando Norris's 2024 privileges, which have been granted because of his sturdy performances and status as McLaren's main driver at some stage in that season. Norris changed into prioritized in key moments as the group sought to capitalize on his ability to venture max vaping. But McLaren has decided that the new season will start with a smooth slate, permitting both drivers to compete freely. In the current interview Norris contemplated at the shift, it is a refresh and Oscar has an ultimate mission to fight for a championship too. I earned my proper to certain privileges, ultimate 12 months by way of acting continually, however, I've continually said I want to win a championship on merit no longer. Due to team orders, this new approach might be better for both folks and for McLaren as an entire. This alteration does not just adjust McLaren's internal strategy, it redefines the narrative heading into the 2025 season. Let's dive deeper into what added McLaren up to now, the demanding situations of 2024, and how these developments should impact the imminent season. The 2024 season was one and all McLaren's maximum a hit in many years. They captured their first con-trainer championship in 26 years, and Lando Norris came agonizingly close to his first driver's championship, yet the path to glory was some distance from smooth, with internal tensions among Norris and Piastri growing. Drama each on and stale the song. McLaren entered 2024 as robust contenders, with a car able to tough Red Bull and Ferrari, but their approach to crew orders quick became a factor of competition early inside the season, and Barron confronted criticism for his or her handling of inter-team dynamics. One of the most splendid moments came at the Italian Grand Prix in Monza, wherein Oscar Piastri overtook Norris for the lead on the opening lap. McLaren hesitated to intervene, allowing the drivers to warfare on target. The end result, each driver's misplaced. The reputation of the controversial 4-minute 100-meter race was in stake. Hesitated, intervened, allowing the drivers to warfare on target. The end result, each driver's misplaced time and Ferraris. Charles Leclerc capitalized to feel the win. This incident set the tone for a season of fluctuating techniques. Andrea Stella McLaren crew primary defended the group's choices, pointing out that prioritizing Norris has become the exceptional manner to undertaking max vaping for the drivers' championship. However, the Monza fallout also highlighted the risks of favoring one driving force too closely, specifically with a rising superstar like Piastri eager to prove himself in the course of the second one-half of the season. Norris turned into the clean cognizance of McLaren's efforts. The so-called referred to as papaya regulations had been designed to provide him an aspect in crucial moments. For example, in the Aryan Grand Prix, Norris benefited from team help to fend off Ferrari and secure a podium end, but there have been instances where the dynamic flipped. In Baku, Norris played the crew sport by way of supporting Piastri, keep off Leclerc. Later in Brazil, Piastri talented Norris the sprint race win, showing that cooperation wasn't totally one-sided. In Qatar, Norris repaid the desire, demonstrating the particular balance McLaren managed to preserve regardless of the inherent anxiety. Nevertheless, the cracks had been obtrusive. While Norris's identify bid turned into astonishing, it ultimately fell short through 63 points to vape. In many fanatics and analysts puzzled whether or not McLaren's method had absolutely maximized their capability. Should a greater balanced technique have yielded different outcomes? For Oscar Piastri, 2024 changed into a wire of growth and told the game roiled through 63 wins. They conducted a discussion to determine the winner. Frustration as a rookie in a top-tier team, he faced vast pressure to deliver consequences. His first podium in Monaco came past due within the season, after several races wherein he struggled to shape Norris's pace despite these demanding situations. Piastri's talent turned into playing. By using the quit of the season, he had secured a couple of podiums or even a race win, proving he could compete at the very best stage. His dedication to keep away from a support role in 2025 is clear. I don't need to be in each person's shadow, Piastri said. Currently this year I'm coming out swinging. From race 1 I've learned loads and I'm ready to fight for wins. And to that end he is selected as main disputant, and that is Phillips. Phillips will experience plenty of disagreements and people will turn on him. September 8th, the championship, the decision to stage the playing discipline in 2025 displays. McLaren's lengthy-term vision by fostering wholesome competition between Norris and Piastri. The crew aims to push both drivers to new heights. This approach is a calculated chance on one hand. It may inspire both drivers to deliver their absolute great. On the alternative, it is able to reignite tensions if the battles grow to be too heated. Andrea Stella is confident in the choice this refresh is ready to accept as true with. An ambition we accept as true with. In each Lando and Oscar they may be of the excellent drivers at the grid, and we need to present them the freedom to show what they could. Do It is not just about one motive force anymore. It is about constructing the strongest feasible group. As McLaren heads into 2025, the stakes have by no means been higher. They've proven they can compete on the front, but preserving their position would require flawless execution on Rancid the Music. The query of how Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri will navigate this new dynamic isn't always just about their man or woman performances. It is approximately the evolution of McLaren as a crew for Norris. The stakes could not be higher. He enters 2025 with the Enjoria Main A top group and coming tantalizingly close to a world championship. However, now he faces a sparkling mission maintaining his dominance, even as sharing identical footing with a teammate hungry to prove himself. For Piastri, this reset is a golden opportunity. After a 2024 season of boom and low frustration, he now has the danger to show he's extra than only a promising young talent with the capacity to fight on identical phrases. His response might be pivotal in shaping no longer most effective his profession, but additionally the route. After enrolling in the KKS from his profession, but additionally the route McLaren takes as they attempt for endured success. This choice through McLaren is not just a gamble, it is a declaration. It indicates their perception within the energy of their automobile, their drivers, and their capability to manage the complexities of MGT. Team competition, it's a move that embraces chance for the possibility of a fair, extra praise, a dominant 2025 season, where McLaren ought to solidify their role as the group to beat. However, with possibility comes pressure. Every race, each qualifying session, each strategic name will be magnified. As Norris and Piastri push each other to the limit, at the same time their cooperation is introduced, McLaren's success, inside the beyond the intensity of an open opposition ought to strain their courting and check the group's unity. It's a sensitive stability, and the way McLaren handles those dynamics could be essential. The capability storylines are countless. Will Norris find a new stage to his recreation and ultimately claim the championship that eluded him? Can Piastri rise to the mission and disenchant the mounted order within McLaren? How will this fierce inner competition shape their battles towards other groups, especially Red Bull and Ferrari? As the 2025 season processes, one component is obvious. McLaren's choice has set the stage for drama, pleasure, and unpredictability. Lovers can be handled to a showdown between superior of the maximum talented drivers on the grid, subsidized by using a crew that has demonstrated it is equipped to fight at the very pinnacle. This is not only a battle for supremacy within McLaren, it is a combat for the destiny of the crew and the legacy of its drivers. The stakes have never been higher, and the final results ought to define the following bankruptcy of Formula One history. So buckle up and get geared up, because 2025 is shaping up to be a season for the outdoors. A long time will or not, it's Norris's hunger that takes center stage. Let us recognize your mind within the comments, and keep in mind to hit like and subscribe to stay with us each step of the manner on this terrific adventure. See you in the next video.